be irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plan.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Brooklyn Barons. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success. And that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big gain.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ed Oliver busting through to get him for a loss of 6. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
34-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop too and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a gain of 7.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now on fourth down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick here is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Haskins. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, it's Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
First quarter with the score.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Ball carrier.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
3rd down.
From midfield now, Haskins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
This time as he's taken down right around the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Haskins will throw. That is caught inside the 5. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 25 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
And that's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body, getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and goal from the 1. Haskins will keep it on the sneak. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
But he decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And down he'll go at the 25. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun, it's Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete here. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. His pass caught at the 4. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's good.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 3.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Alabama, 380. Check 52.
They'll try again with Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Brady, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the clock door.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw, Haskins. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So that'll back him up 5. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Flushed out right. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Reception here by Ruggs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
42-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Left side, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
10 at the 27-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
We got 4. We got 4. Check it.
From the gun, Brady got an open man. It's Ruggs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Brady to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down. Right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now Haskins to throw it. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Brady. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets them 8.
At the 27-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Haskins. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Haskins to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
Again, it's Haskins. He'll get this to Eckler. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that one results in 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Haskins back to the air. And, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Run past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. It's caught. Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's good.
14 yards on the play as they pick up the 1st.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And they take a knee.